So this is not surprising, in all honesty. Lou Anarumo might have a new job sometime soon. Now, a couple seasons ago, we were talking about how he might become a head coach somewhere, right? That was kind of the rumors. And then it ended up being that he got interviewed to be the head coach for the Cardinals. Didn't work out in the end. So there was speculation and talk about, okay, well, he could be a head coach. Which, to be honest, at the time, he was doing really great as defense coordinator. So I'm not surprised that someone wanted him to be the head coach. Well, he's not getting another head coaching job opportunity. That's not what this is. So the Falcons, ironically enough, are going to interview him to be the defensive coordinator for their squad. And again, I expected a team to be interested in him and try to get him right away. I wasn't expecting him to be, really available for too long. And that's exactly what's happening. So if he does get the Falcons job, this is what he will have to work with. On the defensive line, he'll have Grady Jarrett, Eddie Goldman, David, Matthew Judon, Troy Anderson, Ellis, Arnold, Mike Hughes, Jessie Bates. Ironically enough, yes, he will be going back and working with Jessie Bates. So, shout out to Lou Anarumo because he went from losing Jessie Bates to being the coach of Jessie Bates yet again. Justin Simmons, AJ Terrell, and O.D. Alford. And I'll be honest with you, he's going to be very successful. Because again, I don't think 100% of the problem with our defense was Lou Anarumo. So, with a more competent defense, I think that, honestly, Lou can really do pretty damn well. And I think he's going to do pretty damn well. I have faith that Lou is going to have a pretty good year, given a really solid defense to work with. Obviously, it's going to matter how this offseason goes and what happens this offseason. But as long as things happen correctly, yeah, he's probably going to be a very successful coach as always. Their defense last year ranked 23rd, so that's something to take in consideration. Ranking 23rd is not the greatest. Now, of course, a lot of that could, again, be the coach. Obviously, they fired a defensive coordinator for a reason, right? If we look at the free agents who are currently available to leave, Lorenzo Carter, Mike Hughes, and again, they only have... if you want to check this out, negative $7.9 million cap. So they're going to have to get rid of people. They're going to have to move on from people, which definitely is not great for Lou starting off right away. But if you look at the guys who potentially would leave, none of these guys really are going to, hurt Lou. This is all a lot of offensive guys. So, yeah, they might have to lose somebody on defense. They might have to work someone's contract out. But for the most part, it should work out for Lou because I don't really see too many people who would leave on defense. But, yeah, their cap situation is kind of janky next year. So that's definitely a situation where it's going to be interesting. And then they're also going to potentially cut or get rid of Kirk Cousins. That's going to be a whole entire mess because that's going to give them more dead money to work with. So if they get rid of Kirk Cousins, they're going to have to pay him all the dead money, which is going to count against their cap. So the Falcons are in a really weird situation this year. I don't know how I feel about them, but for the most part, I think Lou could be very successful if he became their defensive coordinator. It really just comes down to how the offseason goes. I think that's really what it comes down to. If the offseason is good and the offseason figures things out correctly, I think they could be a very successful team. They're a very winnable division, right? Obviously, sorry about that. The Buccaneers, they're right now the top dog, but they're not even that crazy amazing. And then outside of that, the Panthers kind of trying to go through their thing. The Saints are going through their thing. So I think the Falcons could be a good team. And I think the Falcons, with the right defensive coordinator, could work out very well. We'll see, though. who knows? Michael Penix should have a good second year. He should have a lot better of a second year. And if that's the case, Lou could, kind of eat. I don't know. It's one of those situations where do I think he's going to be successful? I do. I think he will be successful in the end. But it's definitely a situation where we have to wait to see how this ends up going out. But definitely tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. What you're thinking. What you're feeling about this. See you guys next one.